Hey everyone, I saw quite a few movies recently and I want to talk to you about three of them. The first one is Parasite. This is a movie that's been getting a lot of praise and has actually grossed quite a bit of money internationally. It's basically about, well, I don't really want to tell you the plot, but basically it's a film centered around class struggle, but it does it in a very comedic and very creative way. There's a lot of great performances in it, especially by the dad character, who was my favorite in the entire movie. It's shot very, very well. I mean, what else do you expect from the director of The Host and Snowpiercer? Quite honestly, this is a movie you could show to a lot of different people, even those who don't have an interest in foreign films or artsy movies in general. So give this one a try. The next film I saw was The Lighthouse, and it was easily my most anticipated, and it certainly lived up to the hype. This is the second film by director Robert Eggers, whose directorial debut was The Witch. When I first saw The Witch, I wasn't very impressed, but I've seen it quite a number of times afterwards, and I've very much enjoyed it each time. Both have their strong suits, but I would easily say The Lighthouse is the better of the two. It's shot perfectly. The performances from both of them are fantastic, especially Willem Dafoe. The music was haunting, and I've listened to the soundtrack on repeat for the last month or so. You get a real sense of what they're going through in the movie. It's an extremely dirty and disgusting movie, and you feel it. Quite honestly, I felt like I needed a bath after I saw it. This is my favorite film of the year. I can see why some people wouldn't enjoy it, but those who really appreciate this sort of stuff and do have patience, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. The last film I've seen is the new anti-satire film Jojo Rabbit by director Taika Waititi. Taika Waititi's filmography is very interesting, mostly around comedies, but also he's able to put some blockbusters in there. He's able to both grab general audiences and the indie scene at the same time, and he makes very enjoyable, very well-made film. While I will say this film is a little bit derivative, it's still fantastic. When I say derivative, I mean mostly in style. When I first saw the trailer, I thought it was going to be a Wes Anderson clone film, and to some small degree it is, but he definitely does things that make it his own. I tried to think in my head if this is a film that Wes Anderson would make himself, and I couldn't really see that happening. It has a great sense of humor. The main performances were all fantastic, especially those by Sam Rockwell and Scarlett Johansson. There was a good 10 to 15 minutes in the middle of the film that really lost me, but overall I very much enjoyed it. The last 20 minutes of the film are definitely the highlight, especially the very end. Disney has the rights to it, and I was worried it wasn't going to get the audience it deserved, but I was going to go see it for a second time, and it was actually sold out, so I'm glad there's actually an audience for it. And who knows, I could easily see this actually getting a Best Picture nomination at the Oscars. This is a movie I think can be enjoyed by most anyone, regardless of their political leanings, so give it a try whenever you get the chance. Honestly, this has been a very good year for movies. I can't remember the last time where there's been so many good movies that warrant seeing in the theater in the same time frame, but this has definitely been a good season. I'll check back on a lot of these films at the Oscars and see how they fare out. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you around.